Sports to the bone, people. Back at it, man. And in this one, I have a very interesting topic that I want to touch. This topic has been discussed for years upon years. And we're talking about spinning all-rounder Raheem Cornwall and whether or not he should get a spot in the West Indies team. You know, I'm not only giving my say on this topic because of his performance once again in the first round of the 2023 championship. But I was listening, an interview on Sportsmax. They were actually interviewing, I think they say he's a cricket commentator / analyst, Nikhil Utomanchadani, I think his last name is. And he was basically pointing towards the stats of Raheem Cornwall, saying that what he did in 2022, he's just continuing it in 2023, and he believes that he should be in the team. Now, before I get down into a couple of things that I want to highlight from that interview, I just want to say this, that when it comes on to the criterias, there are certain criterias that you need to meet to get into the West Indies team. Where Raheem Cornwall is concerned, it would seem to me as if the selectors have made up their mind that without the fitness, without him meeting the fitness criteria, there's no way he's going to get a look in. Even though he continues to dominate with bat and ball in the 4-day regional championship. And according to the selectors, that is what they select the team from. I understand the fitness issue, I understand you don't want to have a man in the team and you have to be looking for somewhere to hide him on the field. If he's the only slip that we're using, we don't want to see the keeper running down balls and all of that to the boundary. But I am just going to take a look at this. He's not making the fitness criteria, right? But he's making the batting and the bowling criteria. Could get in the team as a bowling all-rounder. Yet still we see people get into the team that it seems to me as if they are not making the bowling criteria and they are not making the batting. You understand? So it seems as if they are getting in based on fitness. And we're talking about Raston Chase. Just to be clear, that's who I am talking about. He was selected for Australia the other day and Zimbabwe. And don't get me wrong, once he's in the playing 11, I want him to perform. Anybody in the playing 11, I want him to perform. But this guy as a spinning all-rounder has not outperformed Raheem Cornwall in the region. You understand? So the bowling isn't there, not sure how he got in on the bowling. The batting wasn't there, so not sure how he got in. Raheem Cornwall has been dominating. So obviously he got in based on the fact that he made the fitness criteria. Because I'm not too sure if he made the bowling or the batting. I know the Bajans or some of the Bajans will come for me and say that I am fighting down the Bajans or the Barbadians. But if you are an avid listener of this channel, you would know I couldn't care less. Because I go hard after the Jamaicans just the same. So all who think that I am trying to pull down a Barbadian to get someone in from Jamaica, I couldn't care less. I'm just using this to make a point. Obviously, Cornwall cannot get in based on the fitness, but he makes the batting and the bowling grade as a spinning all-rounder based on what I am seeing. Yet still he cannot get in. That is just my point. I am going to go through a couple of things that they mentioned in the interview here. So, they were just reminding us that in the first round of this tournament here, he made 85 and I think 29 and took 10 wickets for under 100 runs. I think 10 for 22, 10 for 90, 91, 95, 10 for 95, right? And he hasn't gotten a look in. You understand? The team is now playing in Zimbabwe. Obviously, he didn't make the grade based on what they are looking for. Anyway, let me go into what the actual professionals have to say. Talking about professional analysts and professional commentators. This is what he had to say, and I quote, "If fitness is a problem, how is he able to play 4 days of cricket consistently? If fitness is a problem, How is he able to play 4-day cricket consistently? He's able to play 4-day cricket consistently, yes, but he's not able to pass the test that the West Indies people have. That is the problem. They obviously have a test there, and if you cannot pass that test, it simply means, based on what they are saying, you cannot take wickets or you cannot make runs. Don't get me wrong, you know, I am not advocating for these people to throw away their fitness routine and all of that. I am big on fitness. I believe in fitness. You understand? But I am just wondering, how is it that a man that is so unfit, years upon years, can consistently outperform the fit people in the 4-day tournament? You're going to hear people say that international cricket is different from 4-day cricket. But why is it that the guys that are so good, better than Cornwall, cannot outperform him in the regional cricket? Yeah? How is it that they can? Anyway, let me continue. He went on to say, why are there fitness concerns when we go to test cricket, which is just one additional day to 4-day cricket? He went on to say he is used to playing and is excellent with both bat and ball. As I said, these guys are not too worried about whether or not he can last 5 days. These guys are worried about him not passing their fitness test. These guys are worried about how you look on television. I remember an interview where a past West Indies cricketer said that he remember in the heights of his career, one of the so-called big people in West Indies cricket look at him and said, sometimes it is all about how you look on television. Can you imagine? Anyway, just to remind you, Cornwall, you know, has taken 34 test wickets in 9 matches. You understand? And he had a 10-wicket haul, I think he was against Afghanistan in 2019. And as we know, he is pretty good with the bat. So I just wanted to highlight this interview here so you guys can let me know what the feeling is. You understand? You know, I can understand when people from Antigua, people from you know, Grenada and certain St. Martin and certain other places, Dominica, said that they are getting a fight because of the quote-unquote small island thing. You understand? But I can understand when they talk like this sometimes, because I find it's very hard to explain. As I said, I am big on fitness. I believe in a professional being able to live up to certain fitness standard. You understand? But I'm just wondering, you know, not saying they should lower the standard, but I'm just wondering, how is it that a man that is so unfit consistently outperform all the spinners that get selected for West Indies duties? Probably with the exception of Versamy Permaul. But every other spinner you can think about in the regional tournament, Cornwall has been outperforming them for years. You understand? And some of the so-called specialist batsmen, for years, Rakeem Cornwall outperformed them in the 4-day regional tournament with the bat. So maybe someone else can explain it to me that understand. How is it that a man that is so unfit and so not good for cricket, test cricket, is able to outperform all of the so-called fit and good for test cricket people? I understand both sides of the stories, and I keep on saying this because I know people going to say Rakeem Cornwall cannot run, Rakeem Cornwall cannot do this. But why is he outperforming the other guys? Why is he outperforming the specialist bowlers in the teams, the other teams? Why is he outperforming so many of the specialist batsmen? And he's so unfit and not good for test cricket. I am just here to ask some questions after listening to this interview, you know. So I am going to be in the comment section to hear all of the wonderful replies that you guys will bring. So we're going to leave it right there for now, my peeps. Just big up on yourself and stay safe. And let me know what you think about this Rakeem Cornwall situation.